So I found it interesting in the first video, the day in 1975, women shut down Iceland, that the group that was primarily associated with this day off, strike day, general strike, called themselves the Red Stockings. And I feel that just in that name, it was political in nature. It had to do with both feminism and socialism and or communism. Feminism because stockings are primarily associated with women. And I think it speaks to socialism and communism because the color red is often associated with those political ideologies. And as we discussed in class, this movement relied on a reframing of perspective or the relabeling. And instead of calling it a general strike, which divided working women, they decided to call it a day off. And that just in name sounds inclusive and relaxing. And I can see how that can be used today as well. So, a comment on the video that I found very interesting came from they are Chinese and said that no protests, demonstrations, or strikes are allowed. And so the change in the event's name from a strike to a day off can help circumvent laws that prevent the organization of people, especially in very authoritarian cultures. And the second video, Argentina abortion victory, I was surprised to learn that it wasn't until 1991 that women were legally allowed to be in parliament. And this seems like such a recent development because in the United States, they've ran for office, they haven't won. I know in 1864 a woman ran, and I agree with the guest speaker that the secularization of the country won't slow down because of the momentum this movement brought. And so, while people may still be religious, they realized that it wasn't a moral issue. It was an issue on civil liberties. And that then it relies on good judges. So, the judicial system in Argentina, even though certain provinces might resist the changes, those changes are going to be enforced by dedicated judges. And finally, with the flight attendants fighting the airline industry and winning, I found it surprising that within the first 18 months, over 100 cases were lodged against employers. And it just shows how culture can change when laws change. Laws change because culture changes. They are so intrinsically connected that no matter what, based on previous court decisions, something unheard of 10 years ago, 20 years ago, is perfectly logical today based on the culture, the judges' ideas, if they're more progressive. And so I think it can be used today. Thank you.